One of the most common questions I get from writers I work with is, what should I write about? So if that's you, today I've got 3 things that you can write about right now. All right, what should I write about? Some writers are like me and they have so many ideas that they wonder what to write about because they don't know how to narrow it down. And other writers are like stumped because they want to write a story, but they don't know where to start. What should I be writing about? Because they don't have that overabundance of ideas. So regardless of which scale you fall on, although I think these ideas will help the second kind more than the first kind, you can take these hints, these tips, these ideas for what to write and get writing, because that's what writers do. So the first thing you can write right now is rewrite your favorite story, but give it a new twist. So I'm gonna hold up this book, which was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, and my sister found this at a used bookstore and bought it for me, and I was just thrilled. It's a great story. It's a quest story about the king who wins the princess by completing these quests, and his 6 friends helped him do it because they had special abilities. So if I was going to follow number 1, I could rewrite this. Maybe I would rewrite it so he didn't marry the princess, not because he didn't complete the quest, but because he found out that one of his 6 friends, although all these are men, was someone he was more romantically interested in, and so he wants to be with them instead. So rewrite your favorite story with a new twist. I'm not talking about you copy down the words that are there. I'm talking about you retelling the story using your voice, your writing style, and your ideas to twist it up in whatever way you think would be fun. The second thing that you could write right now is you could continue a story that you wish hadn't ended. If you're like me, when you're reading through a really good book and you get a few pages from the end, you're like, slow down because I don't want it to be over. And even if it's a satisfying ending, a lot of times you'll be so sad because you really loved the story. You really loved the world. You loved those characters. Now's your chance to continue their story. Give them a new problem and write a story so they solve it. Or maybe it was a romance and you didn't get to see their wedding. Well, make it up. What would their wedding be like? Or maybe they have a snafu on their honeymoon, and so you write that if you're a rom-com type person. So continue a story that you wish hadn't ended, because it doesn't have to end. You can keep writing it. And the third idea, which will definitely work for either type of idea person, the overflowing one and the I'm stumped, don't have any one. Write what you want to read. Now, lots of different writers have said in certain ways, if you don't see the story you want to read, then write it. So it is that advice, but it's also just what sounds interesting to you right now. So maybe you're into Ted Lasso. Well, write a story that's kind of like that. Or maybe you've watched the first or both series of the Shadow and Bone Netflix series, and you're like, but I want that Taylor gal, the red hair, sorry. I just finished season 1 and I don't remember her name because I'm terrible that way with character names on shows. I want her story. So I'm going to write her story because I want to read that. So that is the type of thing that will get you writing, because the point of this is that you're writing, because writers write, and no matter what you write, it will make you a better writer because you're practicing the craft of writing. So which one of these 3 things are you going to write now? Or is there another really great idea that always helps you when you're stuck about what to write? Go ahead and drop a comment and let me know. Until next time, I hope you get busy writing whatever story is important to you right now.